I'm Lauren Scafidi.
And I'm Nina Flores.
We have a lot in store for you this morning on GMI,
including where you can get your glass of wine in the CU area this National Wine Day.
A day dedicated to just wine. If that doesn't bring a huge smile to your face, then I don't know what does.
I'm so excited.
Plus, we're taking a look back at the Grammys to the best and the worst looks of the night on our Glam Cam.
So, Lauren, what was your favorite look or favorite moment of the Grammys?
That's a tough one, but I have to say when Adele stole the show,
Yes.
She was incredible.
Yeah, she was so good. Even when she broke the Grammy and gave half to Beyonce.
I know!
I was like, still love you, Adele. And we've got another rising talent on our open mic segment this week.
So stay tuned.
And good morning, Illini.
Good morning, Illini. Good morning, Illini. Good morning, Illini.
You know, Nina, there are a lot of crazy national holidays. Like I know there's National Chocolate Covered Raisin Day, which is kind of bizarre.
That's weird.
So I have to say that National Wine Day is definitely at the top of my
Yeah,
list.
that's at the top of mine.
This week's segment of ILL, Show You What's Cooking, is getting a little spin for National Wine Day.
So let's check where GMI's Caitlin McClure is getting her glass of wine on ILL, Show You What's Drinking.
Good morning, Illini. This week, in celebration of National Drink Wine Day on Saturday, we're coming to Big Grove Tavern, so I'll tell you what's cooking. Really drinking. Let's go inside.
So, this weekend, Saturday, is National Wine Day. A bunch of college kids love $5 barefoot Moscato. Give us an education on, what we really should be looking for and how to taste wine.
So, I mean, one of the things you really want to look for when you start tasting wine, the one thing I always recommend to most people is you're going to start with what you love. And there's nothing wrong with that. People like sweet wine, people like dry wine. That's totally all right. Just branch out into different things and try new stuff. What we've got here right now, this is the Red Schooner. It's made by Tammons. It's absolutely one of my favorite Malbecs. So it's actually got an awesome story. It's actually grapes that are grown in Argentina, and then they actually ship them back to the Tammons vineyards in Napa Valley. And there they just make a really, really great Malbec.
I liked it. It was very good.
Do you like it too?
Well, she was my student years and years ago, my intern. So she came to town today and told me she was going to be here, so I told her we would find something special.
I know there's a method to this.
There is a method. I will recommend, once again, drink what you love. We don't, once again, since we want to be approachable to the community, we're never going to make anything about being pretentious or trying to go over the top. I mean, you can look at it, you can taste it, you can smell it. You can just smell all that fruit. It's
Smells
ripe.
good.
It's ripe.
Yeah, it
It's
smells really
wonderful.
good.
But at the end of the day, drink what you like.
Oh, that is really good.
It's absolutely fantastic. That's one of the
Very
reasons we
much
carry this.
normally not a red girl, and that is really good.
Yes.
I would order that with dinner.
Absolutely. Awesome part with this as well. Every Sunday we do half price wine by the glass. All day, every day, or all day, every Sunday. So you're welcome to come in and try, stuff that, especially for a college student, might sometimes be a little bit out of their price range. They can come in and get an awesome glass of wine with dinner, or just hang out and have a couple of drinks with friends and have a wonderful time on the cheap.
What would I drink this with?
Anything, a second glass of wine.
I tell you what, guys, this holiday only gets better. Saturday is National Drink Wine Day. There's another National Wine Day in May, so I think you know where I'm going again.
Yes, I love it.
Speaking of great things, I totally recommend you check out Big Grove Tavern on a Sunday. They do half-price glasses of wine. Go try that. That wine was amazing, but it does get a little pricey, so if you want something that tastes very similar, Matt also recommended this Smith Hook bottle of red wine, and it tastes almost just like it, and it's just as amazing.
Red wine, right?
Good to know. Good to know. I love red wine, so that's perfect.
I usually don't, but I still thought this was great.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. And if you're as big of a fan of wine as we are over here at GMI, then you'll love these memes we picked out this week in honor of National Wine Day. This one, Buddy the Elf. I love wine. Wine is my favorite. That is so Buddy, so typical. I love it. And that's not the only national holiday that's coming up. Have you ever heard of this? Well, this Monday, February 20th, is Hootie Hoo Day. Not sure what that is? Neither did some students at U of I until GMI's Dakota Carson taught them all about this historical holiday. Let's check out how the students did on learning how to Hootie Hoo.
February 20th is a holiday celebrated worldwide, Hootie Hoo Day.
Hootie Hoo Day marks the halfway point between winter and spring.
So I'm here at the Illinois campus to see if students really know what Hootie Hoo Day is all about.
So, do you know what Hootie Hoo Day? It's happening next Monday.
I do not.
Could you guess what it means?
No.
No idea.
No, never heard of it. No, I've never heard of that.
What? No. Yeah.
That's something to do with owls?
National Owl Appreciation Day or something?
Do you know what Hootie Hoo Day is?
I've never heard of it before.
Could you guess what it is?
A day to recognize owls. I feel like there's an owl related.
Hootie Hoo Day? Is it anything to do with the cops? Outkast once made a song. Hootie Hoo, some cop stuff.
I've never heard of Hootie Hoo Day, but from the name, I'm kind of thinking that it's super nice out, so maybe it's about the seasons changing, weather getting nice.
That's right. And as the weather warms up, be sure to head outside Monday at noon and yell, Hootie Hoo! Hootie Hoo! Hootie Hoo! Hootie Hoo!
Hootie Hoo!
Hootie Hoo! Hootie Hoo!
Nina, did you have any idea that that was a thing?
I did not know this was a holiday.
Now we know. Now, thank you, GMI.
I like it. I like how they went out and asked the kids on the quad, what do you think of this? And they're like, I have no idea.
I can't believe how many people thought it was owls.
Yeah.
Something to do with owls. I mean, I guess it makes sense.
I would think that it's about owls.
Yeah, definitely. But now that we know what it is, I expect to see you and all of you at home on the quad with me celebrating Hootie Hoo Day.
And we've got plenty in store for you coming up.
But first, we're recapping what happened in local news, courtesy of our friends at UI7 News. This week we had some pretty big stories. We've got the budget, burglaries on campus, it's the start of Illini baseball, so check it all out right now, and we'll see you in 90 seconds.
The windows at 503 South Swigert Street have been boarded up, but the smell of smoke still lingers.
I woke up, looked out the window, and saw the emergency vehicles, and was like, okay, well, this isn't good, and looked over here, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is pretty terrible.
Early Wednesday morning, a male suspect entered multiple apartments at 202 East Green Street. Within that time, the suspect was able to steal laptops, a wallet, and keys from several apartments.
These letter writers are urging him to disapprove Trump's executive order that will ban immigrants from 7 predominantly Muslim countries.
Even if we don't expect for him to take action, it's still important to reach out and make your voice heard.
When it comes to higher education, we understand the hardship being felt by students who rely on state assistance to go to college.
This brief comment during Governor Rauner's budget address on higher education was not enough for some.
When we don't have money from the government, it encourages students to leave the state.
Chris Thomas was named the new head coach of Illinois volleyball on Friday.
I know how much talent this team really does have, and I look forward to working with them and getting in the gym as soon as possible.
The Fighting Illini are in much need of a bounce-back victory as they find themselves in 13th place in the Big Ten.
Come out and do my best with the team, my coaching staff. We try to prepare them as best we can. And then when game time comes around, you hope and pray that your team's ready, and it's good to see that they were.
So again, we'd like to thank UI7 News for their coverage of the local news and for making that segment possible.
Now let's take a look at our weather for the weekend. Wow, look at these temperatures. Mid 60s, high 60s.
It's going to be so nice outside.
I can get used to this. Sunday, 66. Wow, we're going to see some blue skies.
A lot of quad weather.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Oh, I will definitely be on a quad doing homework or something on Sunday. Absolutely. And we have a lot more in store for you.
Our very own Devyn Tammons is going to tell us what he thought of a movie that just hit the box office. Will you want to see it? He's going to let us know.
And another guest star is taking the stage this week on GMI's segment of Open Mic, so stick with us.
Plus, a furry friend from Urbana made big headlines this week in New York. We're telling you why this pup is such a big deal.
So they say it's a man's world? I don't see anybody's name on it. While they were doing their thing, we slowly changed all that. Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome, I think breathtaking, and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran? Colleges love extracurricular activities. Chess really isn't my thing. I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us. Go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together. Go to GetSchooled.com for more info.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
This morning on GMI, we have our very own Kelsey Labatkin to give us the rundown of the runway at the Grammys.
Yes, Kelsey, so tell me, what did you think of the Grammys look?
So I'm actually going to be running through the top 5 best and worst dressed on our glam cam. So first we're going to start with our worst dressed. Coming in with number 5, we have J-Lo. I don't know what people are really thinking about this. I love her and I love the color, but you make your way up to the neckline and I think it just all goes wrong up there. Not really a big fan.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Moving on to number 4, we have Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga, she always brings her own, character to the red carpet,
Yes.
but, again, not a big fan of this one.
It's distracting to her face. She has such a pretty face, and it's just
Yeah.
a lot going on.
Then we're moving on to number 3 with Halsey. She's wearing this blue, suit, pants, they're just, what do you guys think?
I think it's too much, and I don't like what's going on at the top, and like the
I don't like what's going on at the
pants.
bottom
It's not tailored enough. She actually just needed to go to the tailor, so I don't know. And then we're moving on to number 2 with Elle King. This dress just seems like it was made in the wrong century, honestly.
The flowers are throwing me off big time. Big time.
Like a party
And
meets
then,
wedding.
number 1, let's see who worst dressed was with Katy Perry. This dress, I think it just looks like 2 different dresses here. The top is different than the bottom. It meets just all at the wrong area. I'm not a fan of this. So now let's move on to our best dressed. Coming in with number 5, we have none the less but Heidi Klum.
Amazing.
What do you guys think?
Gorgeous.
Classy.
Everything about it.
She's a model, so she just brings it, her best look, to the runway. Moving on to number 4, let's check who we have in on this one. Maureen Morris. What do you guys think of her? She's, new to the scene here. I'm loving this plum purple color on her. I think that she looks great.
I really like it.
She totally dared to be different, and she absolutely killed it.
Okay, moving on to number 3. We have Carrie Underwood in this red, gorgeous
Always
dress. You know, I
stunning.
love this cutout in the middle. It's so elegant, but, you know, a little bit sexy, too. So she just looks great. Moving on to number 2, we have Demi Lovato. Only word that comes to my mind is hot. What
Couldn't
do you
agree
guys
more.
think?
Wow.
Goals.
Perfect, right? You know, a little see-through. It's amazing. Okay, now moving on to number 1. Who else but Chance the Rapper, who killed it at the Grammys this year. He looks perfect in his gray khakis and suit, tie to match. And, of course, he has the 3 hat to just top it all off. So that's our
great.
glam cam for
Well,
you guys
thank
at the
you,
Grammys this
Kelsey.
year.
Awesome job. I
But
couldn't agree more, Kelsey.
Speaking of celebrities, here's a dog in Urbana that's making a name for himself. Rumor has it a German Shepherd co-owned by Patty and Van Dukeman of Urbana won Best in Show Tuesday night at the Westminster Kennel Club. The News Gazette reported that Rumor came out of retirement to win this award. She is the only second German Shepherd to win this award.
Won Best in Show at Montgomery County this year, or 2016.
Just that little trot that she had going on was enough for me. She is so cute. Although our very own Bailey didn't win any awards or get her Grammy prediction for Best Album correct, we won't shame her too much for that. But we might shame her for this. Take a look at this video that her owner and our instructor, Ken Erdy, took after he heard an unexpected noise in his home.
I heard a big bang and found a lamp on the floor. And I couldn't find a culprit, but then I looked. Oh, there she is. What'd you do, Bailey? Huh? What you hiding for? Why you hiding? What happened? What happened? Did you do that? Did you knock over the lamp?
And we love this video of Bailey so much that we were inspired to go out and find our 2 favorite dog shaming videos. Check them out.
Miller, look at me. Miller, look at me. Did you eat off the counter? Hey, did you eat off the counter? Did you? Did you eat off the counter? Are you supposed to do that?
Ziggy, was that you that ate out of the garbage? Ziggy, who pulled garbage out and ate it? Was that you? You have that guilty sit going on right now. You chewed up the
Dog
garbage.
shaming videos are so cute.
Kills me every time. I think I could watch it 100 times and
Yes.
still laugh every single time.
Do you have a dog?
I do have a dog.
Same.
And that situation has never happened to me. I
Yeah.
wish I had that connection with Maggie.
Well, in honor of our favorite little pooch over here at GMI, we have a few more dog-themed memes for you this week. So the first one, when you could have sworn you just heard the walk word, but you can't be sure, that is definitely my dog 100%.
You know that little like move they make with their neck? They kind of twitch their neck a little bit when they hear those words like walk or ride or
let's
want to
go.
eat or
Yes.
So funny. So the next one is I did the math. We can't afford the cat. Smart dog.
Wow.
He knows what he's doing.
He's wearing those glasses and everything.
Oh my God, that is too funny. I'm curious what that notebook actually says.
Yeah. The next one we have my happy Friday face. So TGIF.
Too relatable to today.
I love it. Look at he's so smiley.
He
in
looks
this
so
picture.
happy. Look at him. Eyes are closed. Smile is huge. That is awesome.
Yes.
And the last one, me watching a movie. When a human dies, very like normal face. And then when a dog dies, absolutely bawling. That is
me.
all too relatable.
Yeah. Crying all the time.
You know, I love a good movie, but when the dog dies, I'm done.
Same. But if you love a good movie too, GMI's Devyn Tammons gives us his take on a new movie that's out now. Check out his review of John Wick 2 and our new segment, Week-Old Movie Reviews.
And welcome to a segment I like to call Week-Old Movie Reviews, where I review a movie that you've probably already seen. This week, I'm going to be talking about John Wick Chapter 2, the sequel to the 2014 action sleeper hit.
Welcome to Rome.
Is this a formal event or a social affair? Social.
John Wick Chapter 2 is directed by Chad Stahelski and stars Keanu Reeves as the titular character, Ian McShane, Ruby Rose, Common, and Ricardo Scamarcio. In John Wick Chapter 2, the boogeyman's plans to retire are cut short when a former associate pulls him back into the world of assassins. Wick reluctantly accepts the assignment and travels to Rome to take out one of the world's biggest crime syndicate bosses.
You have no idea what's coming.
I saw a review online that said something along the lines of, John Wick 2 is a very pretty way to watch a ton of people get their butts kicked, and I couldn't put it more perfectly. This movie is an action film lover's dream. It's more stylized than its original and builds upon the philosophy that bigger is always better.
The man, the myth, the legend.
The biggest draw of this franchise are its action set pieces, and they deliver even more with this one. They are shot marvelously, sacrificing multiple quick jump cuts for tracking and unbroken shots. One thing I hate about action movies like this are all of the jump cuts that make the action scenes hard to follow and just give me a headache. But John Wick has none of that.
Good to see you again so soon, Mr. Wick. I need you to do this task. I'm not that guy anymore.
The performances in this film were great as well. Keanu Reeves was born to play this character. It's like seeing Neo grow into a bigger, badder, better-dressed version of himself. It also helped that Keanu did just about 90% of the stunts himself. One thing that makes this film stand out from its predecessor is how it expands upon the lore and mythos of this world. A secret network of assassins tied to 12 different crime syndicates sounds like an awesome concept for a movie, and this film dives deeper into that world.
John Wick. You're not very good at retiring. I'm working on it.
The biggest problem I had with this movie, though, was its ending. I just wasn't in love with it. Without spoiling, a character did something that I just don't think they would ever do. It was an obvious setup for the third movie, but it was executed poorly, in my opinion. The good news, though, is that it's probably the only problem I had with this movie. In the end, John Wick is fun, action-packed, and full of everything you loved about the first one. It's everything a sequel should be. If you haven't seen either of the two, I recommend checking them out. I'm going to give John Wick Chapter 2 a 4.2 out of 5.
So wow, that movie looks really good. Do you like action movies?
You know, I'm not really a big fan of action movies. I'm more of a rom-com kind of girl. What about you?
Yeah, same. I'm excited for the movies that are coming out in box office this week.
Yes, me too, absolutely.
So let's take another look at your weather for the weekend ahead. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. I don't know about you, Lauren, but I am going to be out every single day this weekend. 64 degrees on Friday, and sunny, 63 degrees on Saturday, and 66 on Sunday.
Me too. You know, I hope this isn't just a tease. You never know in Illinois. You can be wearing shorts one day and a parka the next.
It's so bipolar.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll be hearing from our musical guest on this week's open mic. Here's a sneak peek first. And we have another local star.
I don't need a parachute, baby, if I got you. Baby, if I got you, I don't need a parachute. You're gonna catch if I fall. Down, 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 I don't need a parachute, baby, if I got you. If I got you, I don't need a parachute. You're gonna catch if I fall.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, babe.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting him in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
We have another local star on today's show.
Melissa Adricos was in the studio a few nights ago, and let me tell you, she has the voice of an angel.
Voice of an angel is absolutely an understatement. So, without further ado, here's Melissa on this week's segment of Open Mic.
Front of me, take my life, set me free again, make a memory out of it. Holy road is at my back, don't look up, take me back again, make a memory out of it. We finally fall apart and we break each other's hearts. If we want to live young, love, we better start today. It's gotta get easier, easier somehow. 'Cause I'm falling, oh easier, easier somehow. 'Cause I'm calling, it isn't over, yes it is over. I don't wanna wait for that. It's gotta get easier, easier somehow. Not today, not today. There she goes in front of me, take my life, set me free again, make a memory out of it. Holy road is at my back, don't look up, take me back again, make a memory out of it. We finally fall apart and we break each other's hearts. If we want to live young, love, we better start today. It's gotta get easier, easier somehow. 'Cause I'm falling, oh easier, easier somehow. 'Cause I'm calling, it isn't over, yes it is over. I don't wanna wait for that. It's gotta get easier, easier, so come with me, come with me.
I'm going to need Melissa to come to my bedside and sing me to sleep every single night. That was beautiful. Thank you, Melissa. But we'll send you into the weekend with one last look at the weather. We're looking at a beautiful weekend coming up. So excited. 64 today, 63 tomorrow, and a high 66 on Sunday. Hopefully not a cloud in the sky on Sunday. Thank you for joining us this morning, Illini.
After the show, go like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
Throw us a like, give us that double tap on Instagram, share our video with your friends.
And if you or someone you know would like to be featured on any of our segments, let us know on our social media pages. We'd love to hear from you.
We'd love to. Yeah, definitely give us some feedback. I don't know, talk to us. Tell us what you ate for breakfast. Yeah. Anything. Yeah, anything. We'd love to hear from you. We're here for you guys. Our show is for you, so we want to hear what you think.
Yeah, if you have any ideas about what kind of segments we should do, you want to audition for open mic, you should totally do that as well.
Definitely. I'd love to be there. I'd love to hear all the songs and everything. That makes me so jealous. I wish I had the ability to sing or play guitar. Oh my God, if I could play guitar, I would be non-stop jamming all by myself.
I never learned to play an instrument, so that's kind of sad. But I know there's so many talented people around campus, and I know they would love to come on the show and have their little, segment. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, definitely. So let us know if you're interested. But until then, have a great weekend.
And good morning, Illini.